Have you ever wondered how influencers afford their lavish lifestyles? In today's digital age, influencers with their opulence and glamour have become a new breed of celebrities. They showcase a lifestyle that's enviable, filled with luxury cars, designer clothes, and exotic vacations. But how often do we question the authenticity of this displayed affluence? Let's take a pause and dive deeper into this world of extravagance. Not all that glitters is gold. And this saying holds true for many influencers. Behind the scenes of these perfectly curated posts and stories, there exists a harsh reality. Some of these influencers, in their quest to maintain an image of wealth, are actually going broke. An apt example is the Australian Instagram model, Creased. With a following in the thousands, Creased's social media was a visual diary of designer handbags, high-end fashion, and opulent trips. However, what her followers didn't know was the financial struggle she was going through to maintain this image. Creased was living beyond her means, struggling to keep up with the illusion of affluence she had created. This brings us to an important point. Social media only shows us a fraction of the truth. It's easy to paint a picture of prosperity with a few well-shot photos, but the reality could be starkly different. The glamorous lifestyle influencers project may not be a reflection of their real life. It's a facade, a mirage of wealth, carefully crafted to draw in followers and likes. So when you see a post from Creased or any other influencer, it's crucial to remember that what you see may not be the whole truth. The glamour and luxury could be a smokescreen, hiding a reality of financial instability and struggle. It's a hard pill to swallow, but the illusion of affluence is just that, an illusion. And this is the hidden side of influencer culture, a side that often goes unnoticed. So, the next time you see a post from Creased or any other influencer, remember, what you see may not be the whole truth. What you see in those glamorous posts is often a mirage. Take the case of Creased, an Australian Instagram model who found herself in deep financial trouble. She was known for her captivating photos, showcasing a life of luxury with designer handbags and high-end lifestyle. But the reality was far from this picture-perfect image. Creased was living beyond her means, buying expensive items and indulging in luxurious experiences, all to keep up the illusion of wealth on social media. She was spending her money faster than she was earning it, creating a financial black hole that eventually consumed her. Her life became a vicious cycle of spending and posting, each extravagant display leading to more pressure to maintain the illusion. The more she tried to keep up with the image she had created, the deeper she fell into debt. Eventually, the reality caught up with her. She found herself broke, with a mountain of debt and a life that was far from the glamorous one she portrayed on social media. Her situation brings to light the dark side of living a life that one can't afford, especially when it's done for the sake of appearances. This isn't an isolated case. Many influencers, driven by the desire to keep up with the competition and maintain their followers' interest, find themselves trapped in a similar cycle. The need to create an image of affluence and luxury often leads to financial instability and debt. The truth is, what you see on social media is often a facade. It's a carefully curated image that hides the struggles and sacrifices made behind the scenes. It's important to remember that these posts are only a snapshot of someone's life, not the whole picture. Creast's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of trying to live a life you can't afford. It's a stark reminder that the glamorous lives we see on social media are often not as they seem. They could just be illusions maintained at a high cost. Ever heard of a lifestyle creep? It's a trap many fall into, influencers included. Lifestyle creep, also known as lifestyle inflation, is an interesting phenomenon. It's when your living expenses swell up in direct proportion to your rising income. Sounds like a good problem to have, right? Well, not exactly. You see, as we start earning more, we often feel the need to reward ourselves, a new car, a bigger house, designer clothes, lavish holidays. We convince ourselves that we deserve these luxuries, and in many ways we do. But here's the catch. These indulgences soon start to feel less like luxuries and more like necessities. We start equating these material possessions with our self-worth. And that, my friends, is where the problem begins. Take the case of Breland Kent, a YouTube sensation earning a whopping $50,000 a month. With money flowing in like water, Breland decided to invest in a lakeside mansion, a dream home that she heavily renovated to match her taste. On the surface, it seemed like Breland was living the dream, but underneath, financial disaster was brewing. As the influencer money started to dry up, Breland found herself struggling to maintain her opulent lifestyle. The mansion that once stood as a symbol of her success now became a constant reminder of her financial missteps. Eventually, the mansion was foreclosed on, a devastating blow to Breland. So, what went wrong? Well, Breland fell into the trap of lifestyle creep. She increased her spending as her income increased, but when her earnings started to dwindle, she found herself living a lifestyle she couldn't afford. This is the danger of lifestyle creep. It can lead to financial ruin if not kept in check. Breland's story is a stark reminder of how quickly fortunes can change when you're living a lifestyle you can't sustain. So remember, it's not about how much money you make, but how you manage it. Don't let lifestyle creep sneak up on you. Keep your spending in check and live within your means. It's the only surefire way to financial stability. Breland Kent was once a YouTube sensation, earning $50,000 a month. But then, everything changed. Breland Kent, a name that once echoed through the vast halls of YouTube fame, has now become a cautionary tale. Her rise to stardom was meteoric, her charm and wit captivating millions. At her peak, she was raking in a staggering $50,000 a month, but with great wealth came great temptation. With her newfound wealth, Breland's lifestyle began to change. She started indulging in luxuries that were once out of her reach. Her most extravagant purchase, a stunning lakeside mansion. She envisioned it as a testament to her success, a symbol of her arrival. But little did she know this mansion would soon become her downfall. As Breland's fame grew, so did her spending habits. She began to renovate her mansion extensively, pouring her wealth into its grandeur. But here's the catch: this wasn't an investment, it was a liability. The mansion wasn't generating income, it was draining her resources. But as quickly as her star rose, it started to fade. The influencer money began to run dry. The views were dropping, the likes were dwindling, and the brand deals were dwindling. Suddenly the $50,000 a month was no longer flowing in, but the bills for the mansion were still piling up. Breland found herself caught in the grips of lifestyle creep. What was once a luxury became a necessity, a pressure to keep up appearances. Her mansion, once a symbol of her success, now stood as a reminder of her financial recklessness. With her income drying up, Breland was unable to keep up with the mortgage payments. The inevitable happened. Her lakeside mansion was foreclosed. The dream had turned into a nightmare. Breland's fall from grace is a testament to the fleeting nature of influencer wealth and the dangers of lifestyle creep. The story of Breland Kent serves as a sobering reminder: all that glitters on social media is not gold. These stories aren't just cautionary tales for influencers, they're lessons for all of us. Just like the tale of the Australian Instagram model Krista, who found herself bankrupt trying to keep up the facade of a luxurious lifestyle she didn't truly own. And the story of Breland Kent, once a YouTube sensation, earning the enviable sum of $50,000 a month, only to lose her lakeside mansion when the inflow of influencer money began to run dry. These narratives are stark reminders of the pitfalls of living beyond one's means and the illusion of wealth that social media often portrays. It's easy to look at the glitz and glamour on social media and feel a pang of envy. But remember, what you're seeing is a carefully curated snapshot of someone's life, not the full picture. Behind those glossy photos and flashy videos often lies a harsh reality. A reality where people are going broke, trying to maintain a lifestyle they can't afford. Remember, not everything you see online is as it seems. So before you go, smash that like button, subscribe with bell notifications, and share this video. Let's spread the word about the reality behind the influencer lifestyle.